You are 1 out of 7.5 billion. Daunting, isn't it? But you're special. You went to a good school. You got a good first job. You've got a beautiful family, and you are on your way to making a fat 6-digit paycheck. Fast forward a few years, and your children are off to college. You've just moved into a big house on the side of a lake. Fast forward another few years, your eldest son just got married, and you, all happy and retired, can't wait to have some grandchildren. Fast forward another few years, and you see a little toddler finally fit that tricky old green square into the hole. That is a beautiful toddler, and that toddler is your new life and joy. Fast forward another few years, and that toddler is now taller than you ever were and going off to college. Well, it seemed your son just went off to college a few years ago. Fast forward another few years, you were rushed to the hospital after having a heart attack one average Monday morning. Seems your heart problems have finally caught up with you. Fast forward a few months. Your sons, your daughters, and your wife are all next to you as you look at them one last time. Fast forward a few minutes. Your family is rushed out the room as your heart stops beating. Flash forward a few seconds. Doctors are furiously attempting to resuscitate you, but it's futile. Then you feel your body lose all sense as your consciousness slips off into bliss. Your family is weeping outside as the doctor gives them the news. But you don't know that. You've just passed away at the ripe old age of 78. 78 years, or 936 months, or 4,067 weeks, or 28,540 days. But don't forget, the average human spends roughly 26 years of their lives asleep. So that would give you more or less 18,980 days to live. 18,980 days. That's not a lot of time at all. Sure, it is an astronomically large number, but it is a number that with present medicine neither you nor anyone else can change. It is the only number that we cannot change. It is the only thing that we were powerless against. Like an hourglass trickling sand down every day, every week, every month, every year. But then again, it is 18,980 days. You have plenty of time to get everything you want done. Who cares if you just slack off this one day to enjoy yourself? Or this entire weekend? Or just this entire summer? You deserve it. Life is hard and you deserve to treat yourself. Oh, did your friend just start a new successful business? You must have gotten lucky. He'll go do that tomorrow. Oh, but you do wish that you could live in that man's $50 million mansion. That can wait for tomorrow. Or next week. Or next month. Or next year even. After all, what's 1 year out of the 78 that you have? But you no longer have that 78 years. Far from it. That number has slowly but oh ever so steadily dropped from 18,980 to 18,900 to 1,800 to 1,700. But hey, you still have plenty of time. But you don't. Not anymore. The tomorrows and the laters have blurred together in your mind as you ignorantly refuse to acknowledge the clock ticking your days away, slowly but so steadily, until one day you look up and you no longer recognize the once spry young face, instead seeing one wrinkled and full of white hair. You can no longer run like you used to, think as clearly as you once did. You no longer understand all the new technology that has taken over the world that was once yours, stuck in your present until you became lost in your future. But worst of all, you look at the clock ticking so slowly but steadily, and you see that the once overabundant 18,980 days that you had dropped down to a mere 1,000 days. That friend that you no longer talk to is now living in a mansion somewhere down in Florida. You never made the $1 million salary that he did, but you can't go do that tomorrow anymore. Your body was too weak to do much of anything tomorrow. Now you spend your last 1,000 days hobbling around your house, doing a little bit of this or that, but not doing anything really. Your friends come visit every now and then and distract you momentarily from the 1,000 slowly edging towards 800. You regret having decided to treat yourself every day. You stayed complacent in one place as life passed you by. But now, the 18,980 days that you began with seem to have passed so quickly that you swore the clock must have sped up. Make no mistake, you didn't lead a miserable life, just an average one. Not bad, but not as ambitious as you'd have hoped. But that doesn't matter anymore. The hour hand made its daily routine. Twice it struck 12 a day, as slowly as it had always. The majority of people who win lotteries often end up poorer than they were before they won anything. Sure, they were lucky when they were blessed with more money than they or anyone had ever had in their family. They thought, I have all this money, it shouldn't hurt if I buy this nice new house, I'll save all the rest of it, and so they buy a nice new house and still have plenty of money. Then they see a nice watch that they really like, and so they buy that nice new watch. It can't possibly hurt them. They're rich now. And then an extravagant birthday gift for that one cousin they really like. Then an equally expensive and extravagant party for all the people that apparently want to be his friends now. Then one day, they wake up and they're out of money. But what happened? Among economists, this is a little something known as the lottery effect, where a lottery winner rides on the huge influx of money that they just got, not thinking about or realizing their coffers rapidly depleting until one day, they're empty. Now apply this lottery effect to life. Every human, no matter who they are, won the ultimate lottery resulting in their inception. Then from the day they were born, they've been given an amount of days to live with, an amount of days that look endless at first, but really isn't. They can either decide to splurge on these endless days, taking it easy and enjoying themselves, until one day, like lottery winners, they wake up and find out that they've run out. Or they can try to make the most of their days. They can cut back on some of their relaxing and think about what they want to get done with their life. Humans often have a hard time comprehending numbers larger than 100. But why the hell should we have to think about things larger than 100? After all, we conduct the majority of our lives in the small realm of sub-100 factors. Thus, when faced with a number as large as 18,980, it's hard not to see it as an endless amount of time. But with the mindset of having unlimited time, we will paradoxically have less time to truly live. With the idea of being able to push things off to another day, we will be throwing away more and more of those seemingly endless days to do things that in many cases we don't even enjoy. How many times have you just watched the same TV show over and over again? How many times have you just spent hours and hours staring at, but not really enjoying or taking in videos on the internet, then wound up laying in bed sleepless at night wondering what the hell you're doing with your life? It doesn't matter what your ambition is, but normally it's hard, that's why it's your ambition. Maybe you want to be a world-class musician, but you spend your time watching people play rather than practicing yourself. Maybe you want to be a star athlete, but you're staying inside because you're just not feeling it. Maybe you want to help people, but you're too tired right now and you just want to take a nap. Maybe you just want to lead a nice and comfortable life and thus want to justify your laid-back attitude by just being comfortable. This is exactly how you fall victim to the lottery effect, mistaking a comfortable life with a lazy one. But that's all easier said than done, isn't it? Life's not as easy as just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna go out and change the world today. Everyone who's ever tried to push themselves to do anything has fallen prey to just not feeling up to the task, whether that be working out or studying or anything that they set their heart to. There are always those days when that pesky mind is just telling you to sit at home and binge the same TV show over and over again, but your conscience is telling you to get dressed and hit the gym. Motivation is a tricky business. I can't really just sit here on my chair and tell people to be motivated because, you already know that. What I can say though is, motivation is a war that you have to fight by yourself, and it may be one of the hardest things you'll ever fight for. It's a constant war, not just one decisive battle. Some battles you will lose and they will weaken your ability to be motivated. Don't worry, take a breather, then stand back up and fight. Everybody has goals that they want to achieve, dreams that they want to make come true. Unfortunately, not all those dreams will come true no matter how hard someone tries. But they sure as hell won't come true if they're just going to sit on the ground and push things off for tomorrow. Many things that aren't constant in life, but time is, and time won't show you mercy for getting up too late. So hurry up, brush off those cookie crumbs, think long and hard about what you want to do, and just get fucking motivated.